Hey guys, welcome to Darden.com, and of course the house of biceps. All right, I'm here at the House of Biceps. It is Sunday. My body's a little stiff, beat up, but it's been that way the last couple of weeks. I'm continuing to push myself on the Strongman events as well as hard as I can during the week. Last week I came in with some back stiffness, just as I did the week before. Just general tightness throughout my abs, hamstrings are sore. Pushed myself on the super yoke for a PR last week. That was the best I've done, I don't know, maybe not in a decade, but darn near close to it. So I'm here today, after last Sunday, after Wednesday's training, and after Friday's death snatch stupidity. My quads are sore down by the knee, causing a little bit of pain. And it's not knee pain, it's muscular pain through my quads, hamstrings, hips, lower back. Shoulder is better. Still hurts, but I've been sleeping every night with a TENS unit on my shoulder, on my delt and triceps. I can't get it to stick to the exact point where it's hurting in my back. Sleeping better, feeling better, waking up better. Just gonna take some time. While I'm getting warmed up, answering some propaganda questions, someone asked if I had any goals. Since you didn't really define how big those goals should be, I will say that as far as the year, I wanna load my 365 stone to the 58-inch platform. That's a big goal of mine. I want to deadlift 700 straps down, which is what I'm gonna call raw for now. It's not gonna be straps up. As far as anything else, nothing major in the gym. I think those are the kind of the defining lifts. I would love to take 325 farmers for a safe 50-foot run, but we'll go from there. Go ahead. That won't close. Oh, and there's a rumor my wife is coming to the gym today. As far as for what I want to achieve between now and, let's say, August, basically I've got a tube of animal pack that I want to actually try to finish between now and August, and I've got a tube of animal flex that I would like to finish between now and August. I've also got a box of the Arnold Iron vitamin packs. I would like to finish those between now and August, and that is a big feat in itself. Froze my pre-workout drink as well as all my other training drinks last night. All the caffeine's clearly frozen. Trying to get this sucker melted. Won't take long in the sun. Oh me. Oh goodness. All right, guys, that was Yoke. Man, I can't breathe. Allergy season is in full effect. That little spring cleaning session I gave inside the gym last week set everything off. Keep hitting my inhalers. I've got a nebulizer at home I've been using, but not bad. all of these sets were training sets. They're things that I'm able to think before I get up to the super yoke, and I'm able to move. I'm able to learn with every step and every set, and that's important right now. It's not important for me to put heavy weight on the super yoke and move with it and get beat up. It's important that I learn every single set that I do. So let me show you one of the big things that I learned. Now, let me walk you through this. As I was changing weights on the yoke, I was adding a pair of 25 pounds onto the yoke. They were down at this end. The yoke was down at the other end. So I came down and picked them up. And I noticed just walking, my natural casual walking with them in my hand, you can see here, I'm shifting side to side like a penguin. You know, is that injuries? Is that just habit? Is that being beat up? Is it just not thinking? Am I not using my hamstrings and glutes to move myself forward? Am I protecting my quads, knees, whatever? But halfway through, you can see it hits me and I stop and I go ahead and I start walking like I should with the yoke and the farmers. With my knees bent, my shoulders square and not shifting side to side. And that's huge. That shift side to side puts a lot of stress onto your joints because you're taking the full brunt you know, of the weight onto your, you know, one knee, one hip on one side of your spine, instead of staying centered and moving forward and gliding with it like an airplane. You're hitting side to side and using your joints as shock absorbers when you need the center of your car or the airplane to be absorbing the shock. You got to find a way to make that yoke or farmers to be part of you instead of you being part of it. So that was the big thing that I learned today. I learned that early on in today, which was really good. And I wouldn't have learned that had I not done so many light warm-up sets in just the body mechanics and movement. So do your light sets, do your learning sets, get better one set at a time. All right, guys, that was stones, and this is the church bells going on down here. You know, I did this 10 years ago with Atlas stones and bands. Didn't dare post it anywhere on the interwebs because of fear of ridicule. But right now, I don't care. I got the reps. I got 10 total reps in that I wanted today. Used light weights. Forced myself to be more explosive and to fight just a little bit at the top. I did exactly what I wanted to do. I did technical work, I did muscular work, repetition work, and I avoided killing my arm. Biceps feel great. I feel it in my lat, but not a bad pain. That lat feels worked. I'm getting more and more movement in that lat. I think I'm just a few weeks of mobility away from being able to load the 345 comfortably, and continuing to work on these and my loads to higher platform, being able to spread my arms, more lat work, more rear delt work, getting that lat and rear delt to activate and fire when I want it to, in conjunction with everything else. 365 is just a countdown away. Snatch grip. Come on, lots of legs, knees out. Come on. Up. Size that lat out. You got one more. You got it today. Well, wow, what else to say really? Pretty amazing day, emotional day. Having quite a few of those lately on Sundays. Sunday is the day where things matter to me. This is my focus. This is where I want to come back at. I still want to compete in powerlifting. I still want to compete in weightlifting. I still want to do both. I want to do both so that they do help me in Strongman. But Strongman is my love of strength sports. So this day really matters. The events that I did today really matter to me, performance-wise. I can say that my wife has gone the extra mile the last 2 or 3 days to make sure that I at least get the ability to sleep, to work, to get in the food that I need, to get in the rest and the recovery. She won't watch this, but thanks. It means a lot. I hope that whoever's watching this understands that Your performance on, whether it's on the platform or in the gym, is not just you. It's all those around you that help you and make sacrifices because they know this is important to you. So say thanks. Say thanks. This is me saying thanks. I really appreciate it. She knows I appreciate it. Super Yoke was not heavy, but it was fast today. I got faster with every set, and I learned something. Atlas stones with bands, total crazy chaos idea, but I am going to get better at it. It's going to find me a different way to train the stones without getting totally beat up, have a little bit of crazy fun in the process, and possibly improve. And I didn't get hurt today. And then I came inside the gym, waited for the ladies to finish. They did squats and deadlifts. They're playing around, having a good time, slowly getting back in shape. I did log press with chains. My first set with 70 kilos, I forgot I was supposed to do 5, so I only did 3, but I did them strict. So I came back and I ended up finishing with 90 kilos, 198 freedom units with 16 kilos of chain, 35 pounds of chain. So let's just say 235 at the top. Something of that nature for 5. Pretty solid. It's a standard. It gives me something to base my training on and PRs to break in the future. And they're freaking hard. It's hard on the lockout. It's a whole lot of upper back, traps, rear delt work to lock those out. And it does have a little bit of movement as well the last few inches. So it's just a little stability. It's nothing crazy. I'm not standing on a wobble board or a Bosu ball or anything stupid like that, but it moves just enough that it forces me to find an absolute perfect groove. And then what else to say? Finished off with deadlifts. My quads are tired, my hamstrings are tired and sore, my back is spasming. My next to the last set felt really fast, but I felt, just a little bit of twinge in my delt, rear delt a little bit. So I spent an AC/DC song and a half in between sets doing nothing but massage and trigger point work on my delt. And then I went over my quads and hamstrings once really good with a roller. So I'm taking every precaution that I possibly can to stay injury free. Came back, that is, I don't even know what's on the bar. Roughly 605, 606 plus 105 in chains. That's a little over 700 pounds and it was fast. It was good all the way through. In general, now I've always pulled usually with 55 pounds of chains, and usually whatever I can pull with 55 pounds of chains on the bar, I can pull in straight weight. So I'm using roughly double the amount of chains of what I know I can pull. So I don't expect that I'm gonna load 710 pounds on the bar and pull it straps down. But I do believe this was a PR. I mean, the last time I did a single, I did exactly 600 plus 70 pounds of chains for a single. So even though this is not an excessive amount of extra weight off the floor, it is my body handling the weight and holding the weight. This arm being more active at holding the weight, being more positive mentally with a heavier weight, and making the lift safely. So guys, there is really a lot that I would like to say. There's a lot that I don't know how to say. Sundays really are an emotional day for me. It is tough to hold everything inside. I do really get excited when I train. I'm exhausted. I'm absolutely brutally exhausted. Not just physically, mostly just mentally. The stress about what I'm going to do today. Every event is starting to become a pressure event. Yoke today was not. Stones today really was not. Log and deadlift absolutely was. So training the rest of the week, to be quite honest, I'm not for sure. This next week, we're on 2 weeks vacation for Easter. This next Sunday is our Easter. So for all of you in the Americas and, the Englands and the rest of the worlds who celebrated Easter a few weeks ago, sorry guys, you celebrated the wrong ones. The Greek Easters is this coming Sunday, so that's really one of the few Sundays that I absolutely sacrifice when it comes to training. There is a chance I will be here on Saturday doing something. I would prefer just to warm up on farmers, pick up a stone. I can do log, and then deload greatly on deadlift, get in and out and do some therapy work. Otherwise, I'm going to feel like crap if I take a half a week of rest off. So before I go, I just want to finish up and say, hey, if you like this video or think I'm totally crazy or an idiot, maybe there's something new in this video you think other people should see, maybe you think everyone else should have as good a laugh as you did, hit the like button down below. Quite a few of you guys are sharing it on the Twitters. I appreciate it. I'm trying to go back and hit like and comment every time you guys share my video and I get a notification. I really appreciate that. Go over and check us out over at the House of Biceps on Facebook. I post a ton of videos, not just of me, but of everybody that I think is awesome and motivating over there at the House of Biceps on the Facebooks. And if you have questions you would like for me to answer, put them down below. Sometimes it takes me a few days to go in and check all of the comments that I get here on the YouTubes. But put some comments down below. If I have a few extra days over this next week, maybe I'll have a chance to sit down with me, a camera, and a microphone, and just sit and answer your questions. So from me here at the House of Biceps, we'll see you next week.